I have big news.
Ooh, I can't wait. I'm engaged.
What?
Will you be my maid of honor?
Of course.
Welcome to Reviews by Women.
Today we're looking at the film Bridesmaids, a comedy written by Kristen Wiig and Annie Mumolo, directed by Paul Feig. And it's ostensibly the story of girlfriends planning a wedding.
Ostensibly?
Exactly. I thought the glory of the movie is that at least it was more than a comedy, that it explored what is truly valuable in life. And I thought that that was largely due to the authentic acting of Kristen Wiig.
Not the writing?
Of course the writing, but
yes,
still,
it
needed somebody to pull it off. And she, I thought, was able to bear herself. She was able to be unattractive when this other woman in the car says that she's pretty even when she's crying, you know.
What about the toilet humor?
Disgusting, I'm sorry.
But did you forgive? I forgave it because I was so happy with the comedy that I was willing to go with it.
I know I would not be a snob and say don't go see this film because of the toilet humor, but really.
This is some classy shit. I want to apologize. I'm not even confident of which end that came out of.
And it's supposed to be extra funny because it's women burping and, you know, having flatulence. It's no advancement for us to be, you know, to join those leagues.
Later in the story, like when they're on the airplane and they're drinking and therefore being more honest, I felt like...
That's an interesting statement.
Yes. They were talking, oh, it's difficult to be married, it's difficult to have children, and those are some things that people don't tell you, and I thought that was truthful.
I agree. I like that uncensored kind of talk between women.
Uncensored. That's the catchphrase for this movie.
Bunch of bitches. The bride could ask for.
I can't wait to be married and to have kids.
The other night, my youngest said he wants to order a pizza. I said, no, we're not ordering pizza. He goes, Mom, why don't you go and fuck yourself? He's 9.
What do you remember about the film?
Megan, the character Megan.
Yeah.
She's very funny. I was sort of offended by her at first, but I grew to love her.
You want to get back in that restroom and not rest?
Nope.
You feel that steam heat coming? That's from my undercarriage.
Okay.
I know, played by Melissa McCarthy. She is magnificent, very comfortable in herself. But to me also, she delivered the most memorable lines. When she explodes into Annie's room and Annie is at the pit of her sense of failure, and she starts to physically wrestle her
I'm your life
on the Chesterfield, and she says, "You have to fight for your own shitty little life, Annie." Should I say that word or not?
You said shitty on
I know.
YouTube.
Well, there's lots of profanity in the movie, ladies and gentlemen.
You're like the maid of dishonor. I need you to touch your nose with your finger.
If I was drunk, would I be able to do this?
I would hope so.
I love the role of Chris O'Dowd as the Irish cop. I thought he was also so authentic and believable.
I laughed out loud. It was fun.
Definitely. I don't give it a total, you know, all thumbs up, you must see this film. But I felt that it had a cumulative effect. So while there were portions that I was entertained at and portions that I felt were poignant, there were long spaces of boredom in between for me.
Oh my, I was never bored. They reminded me a lot of stand-up comedy.
I felt that there were those moments where they wanted to plug in the punchline.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they designed it particularly, so obviously, to include those lines.
Thank you for watching Reviews by Women. Today we reviewed Bridesmaids.
And we remember how much easier it is to criticize than to create. Thank you.
I feel I can communicate with you with simply a look. I'll just say this.